on halfway for a Maidstone throw on this left-hand side. They're attacking towards their fans at the left end of the stadium as we look
at the East Bank, that end.
The East Bank, thank you, David. And the sun is just setting over the stadium. There's a little bit of sunlight on the far side away from us as Tom Mills takes this throw in. I think the referee's given a foul throw.
Foul throw.
Yeah. And so the throw now goes the other way to Aldershot. And that's number 12 for Aldershot, Che Alexander.
It's a 4-5-1 they set up in Maidstone in their usual, well, the 4-4-2 that they began on Saturday with.
Long kick by Lee Morgan. There's Flisher again winning the header. The ball is away, cleared by Jack Saville, and now it's going to break to the left-hand side. Iffy Allen with time to run into the Maidstone half, and he's beaten Callum Driver quite easily there. Allen still got it, midway inside the Maidstone half. He's got across into the area looking for McClure. Header away by Achimpong, and Greenhow controls, but he should have been a bit stronger there. He was impressive against York on Saturday. Yet to make
Just doing the
so
test
far.
stream here.
On the right-hand side, checks back into his left.
Live audio commentary of Maidstone and Aldershot, live from the recreation ground in Aldershot. Hopefully we'll be doing more Vanderarma National League Conference football.
Jake Gallagher on the edge of the 6-yard box. In the end, Achimpong did enough to ensure that Gallagher skied his shot over the bar from almost point-blank range. It seemed almost easier to score, but that bears testimony to work done by Achimpong. But Maidstone really up against it in these opening exchanges.
They're hanging on, and Matt McClure, he looks like a player, doesn't he?
He does.
But it sounds a bit Aldershot are on top.
Long kick from Morgan. Fisher again challenging well. Breaks to Bobby Joe Taylor, who scored against York on Saturday. He looked to play it to Joe Murphy, but Tom Murphy, sorry, but he couldn't control. And I can't quite see where the ball is at the moment. It's down by the corner. It breaks for James Rogers, 25 yards from goal, into Sweeney in a central position. He gives it wide to Callum Driver. He comes infield, lays it into Greenhow. Greenhow now with his left foot, looking for Tom Mills, but he's overhit that. And that's straight out of play for an Aldershot Town throw-in, just inside their own half. The right-hand side, close to us. Fenlon now gives it to Alexander. Alexander lays it back to Reynolds, and he now goes across the centre of defence to Jack Saville. Midway inside his own half, he's going to look long, looking for McClure again. But that time Driver's there. Driver's got time to clear as well, back over halfway. Flisher chest down for Greenhow. Now he can run. And Flisher looking to release Greenhow, but Alexander's going to get there in his own penalty area, and he's going to clear this. And it's a good block by Greenhow, keeping Aldershot penned in towards their own corner flag.
Well, some encouragement there from Maidstone. Good interplay between Flisher and Greenhow. Greenhow looks in the mood once again. Very lively and fast when he's got the ball at his feet.
It's going to be a throw-in taken by Che Alexandra. Long down the line, Mills is challenging, but he's lost out in the air, but Kevin Locko's there. Clears high. Header back into the Maidstone half. Fenelon flicks on, Rogers clears, and that's through to Jack Saville, the centre-back, Aldershot centre-back, and he lays it back to Jake Cole in the Aldershot Town goal this evening. And now Reynolds looks up, he's the captain for Aldershot, looks long, looking for Fenelon, and that's a good ball actually, or is it just going to bounce long? I think he's kicked that out for a Maidstone throw-in deep down by the corner flag.
Commentary is coming live from Maidstone United's official radio station, Stones Live.
Yeah, it's an old-fashioned style sort of home cop, isn't it, with a round roof stand at that end.
I know the ground very well. Only 3 stands.
Mills took the throw-in, and he's not going to win that in the air, but James Rogers is there to clear again.
Aldershot's ground
Bellamy tries to control, but Flisher's there, and he's won a throw-in for Maidstone. Just in front of our commentary position here. It's Tom Mills, he takes it quickly to Dan Sweeney. Sweeney turns and he gives it out to Driver. He was caught there, Sweeney, but referee allows play to go on. Driver, it looked like he handled the ball there, but again, the referee allows play to continue, and it's a Maidstone throw-in just inside their own half, on that far side, the right.
And it's the pace of the game that's striking once again, as was the case on Saturday, James. Both sides really going at it hammer and tongs, but Maidstone looking significantly less comfortable than they did on Saturday afternoon against York.
It's Maiden's first away
into the
game.
centre circle. It's going to be Tom Mills that will
Early doors.
claim that. But now the ball's been released to Fenlon down the right-hand side. He's got time to run at Locko. Can Locko get there? It's a bad touch by Fenlon, and Locko was there to intercept.
Yeah, poor first touch by Shamir Fenlon out on the right, and giving Kevin Locko the chance to put his laces through the ball and kick it into touch.
The right-back Alexander's going to take the throw-in for Aldershot. He gives it into Fenlon. God, he was allowed a lot of time to turn there. It was a poor ball, and it's broken for Tom Murphy. He's looked long for Alex Flischer. Into the Aldershot half, but Jack Saville's there comfortably, takes his time, and now Aldershot are in possession. It's the captain and centre-back Reynolds with time to bring it out of defence and into midfield to Fenlon. Reynolds again, looks long for McClure, who's caused Maidstone problems in these opening few minutes, but Maidstone deal with that well. And now Dan Sweeney looks to switch it out to Tom Murphy on the right-hand side. It's a good ball. Oh, he's offside. It's a case of the referee's assistant waiting for Murphy to touch the ball before he put his flag up. And Aldershot will have a free kick.
Just a little respite for Maidstone in the last couple of minutes, James. Alex Flischer seems to have been running non-stop since the kick-off this evening, but he's hardly touched the ball.
He's touched it more with his head, I think, just winning flick-ons, but Aldershot in possession once more. And Alexander looked infield. Rogers was there to intercept, and again, good play by James Rogers, and he's won a throw for Maidstone just inside the Aldershot town half on this left-hand side. Bobby Joe Taylor takes it quickly, looked to give it to Flischer, but that's a wayward touch, and that about sums up Maidstone's start to this game so far.
Yeah, really struggling to put together any moves of any real substance or quality so far, James, and really
give Maidstone time.
Well,
plenty of time
perhaps
to
too
get to
strong
the
a
game.
word, but significantly disrupted by this excellent Aldershot team so far.
This game
Bobby Joe
so
Taylor's
far.
ball forward looking for Flischer again. Reynolds is there. He looks like a good centre half, and now to Stracker, the left back. He's got time to run at the Maidstone defence, and he's still going. He got a shot away. Achimpong was there to block.
Attack
Breaks now for Jake Gallagher. He's going to look into the penalty area. Kevin Locko clears, and now Bobby Joe Taylor, and he lays it back to Tom Mills in the left back position. Knocks it forward for Flischer, but Flischer's just chasing scraps at the moment, and the ball forward. Fenlon had time to nod that down, but it has broken now for Dan Sweeney in the centre circle, and he's got time, and he looks up. I think Murphy wanted it out on the right, and that's a very good ball from Sweeney. Oh, Murphy just didn't read it. He wasn't really on his toes there, Tom Murphy, on the right-hand side.
No, he wasn't. Murphy not reading Sweeney at all. It was curious when Straker, the left back, got forward in the previous move by Aldershot. He clearly the sort of classic fullback getting a nosebleed as soon as he gets on the edge of the box. No idea what to do. Look right, look left, and in the end, sclaffed a completely harmless shot towards Morgan.
Aldershot in possession once again. It's Jack Saville with time to play the ball into the Maidstone half, and McClure's come deep this time to receive possession. Bellamy, that's a lovely ball out to the right-hand side for Alexander, and he's going to try and whip it across. He does look into the back post, and there, Bellamy's header across the face of goal. He did take a deflection.
Maidstone United have won a corner. Not bad.
Right-hand side. Good delivery by Alexander there.
It was good cross. I didn't see which Maidstone player the deflection came off. It wasn't a big deflection.
Don't ask me, you touched the ball. I can't see nothing on listening to the whole commentary on Maidstone United's official radio station.
Short again. No, I think they're
Stones Radio.
Into the penalty area. In it comes, and in swinger, Morgan's there, and it's a comfortable catch for him.
Lee Morgan's been really commanding so far this evening, James. Instills a lot of confidence in the defenders around him.
I think it's fair to say he's kept Maidstone in it.
Yes, he has.
In a few minutes, but we'll break away because Callum Driver's coming forward into the Aldershot half. He's still going, Driver, and he's managed to squirm the ball out to Murphy on the right-hand side. He was looking to get across, and he wanted a handball. It's broken to Flischer on his right foot on the edge of the area. He'd have wanted that on his left foot. It was a good block. And now Tom Mills, that's a good tackle on Fenelon. And the ball's out for an Aldershot throw. Just inside their own half on this right-hand side.
Well, this is okay for Maidstone. They're beginning to assert some measure of authority on the game as proceedings wear on. Got a feel of a real football league match. This
will get a
football league
grip
club,
of this
Aldershot
game,
Town, as our
get
Maidstone,
a
of course, but this
foothold
has a feel of a football
into the
league
game.
ground.
Maidstone definitely beginning to settle, although Aldershot, I think it's fair to say, still having the better of proceedings so far. Still 0-0. We've had about 15 minutes of play. Bobby Joe Taylor battling away for possession, and he's won Maidstone a throw-in, much to Aldershot's Bellamy's bemusement, and it's going to be a throw-in to Maidstone, just inside their own half. Tom Mills to take. Long down the line, looking for the head of Alex Fisher.
Kenny and the managers.
Cleared, and it's broken for Bobby Joe Taylor. Mills plays the ball forward, but again, Aldershot managed to scramble clear. There's James Rogers battling away well in the centre circle, and the ball breaks for Ben Greenhow, but the referee's given a free kick for a foul on Liam Bellamy, who's down on the halfway line. There's an Aldershot fan certainly not happy with the challenge. I didn't think there was too much wrong.
No, Dan Sweeney left a foot in, went in around about ankle high with his studs showing perhaps. I think he may be lucky to escape without a caution here from referee Neil Hare. See what happens.
It looks like it's just going to be a talking to.
Just a severe lecturing, I think, by the looks of things. I think Dan Sweeney can count himself a little fortunate, and the natives are restless.
They are, certainly want a booking, but the referee is going to keep the cards in his pocket on this occasion, and it will be a free kick to Aldershot, and their captain Reynolds will take this. Callum Reynolds. He's going to look long, you'd imagine, knowing
Maidstone United's next game
and he did.
Will be against York City at the Gallagher Stadium. Kick-off
towards Iffy Allen, but that
15 PM
for a Maidstone goal kick. They've definitely settled in the last 5 minutes. Aldershot haven't been breaking.
Oh, that was last Saturday, wasn't it? That was live on BT Sports. A good point there for Maidstone. Just looking for the lineups.
They've had more possession. We've seen more of the ball in the Aldershot half in the last 5 minutes, and Lee Morgan's been less exercised than was the case in the opening 10 minutes or so.
Lee Morgan takes the goal kick long downfield, header away, and it breaks for Fenelon on the right-hand side. But Bobby Joe Taylor's there, and he sends a throw in early, looking for Fisher down that left-hand side. But there was Reynolds again to clear. Ball breaks for Dan Sweeney, midway inside the Aldershot half, and he's turned well, and now he's running into space on the left-hand side. Gives it to Bobby Joe Taylor. Taylor tried to play a 1-2 with Fisher. That was well read by Alexander, and the ball's cleared. James Rogers back into his own half to Callum Driver, who goes all the way back to Lee Morgan, who will clear straight away first time. Long back downfield, looking for Tom Murphy, and that will go out of play for a Maidstone throw-in, which Greenhow was looking to take quickly, but instead he's left it for Callum Driver on that right-hand side, the far side of the ground as we look at it. And he takes the throw-in. Dan Sweeney turns, checks, and gives it back to Loco, who nearly sold him a bit short, so Loco had to clear straight downfield and all the way through to Jake Cole in the Aldershot Town goal. He rolls the ball out immediately to his centre-back, Jack Saville. Saville back to Cole. And Cole now over to his other centre-back, Reynolds, Callum Reynolds, and he looks long for McClure again, and Loco has to be careful, and that's a very composed header back to Lee Morgan. They're beginning to get a grip on McClure, who was causing some problems early on, but he hasn't been so effective in the last few minutes.
Very slippery customer, the Aldershot striker, Mr. McClure. He'll need to be watched carefully by Achimpong and Loco, but they're coping with him okay so far.
This is Straker on the left-hand side, the left back, and he gives it infield to Jake Gallagher. He's going to give it out to the right-hand side for Alexander, and Alexander tried to play the 1-2 with Fenelon. Nice idea, wrong execution, and Rogers will clear, and Fisher can chest that down for Bobby Joe Taylor. He does that so well, Alex Fisher, brings others into play, and now a ball into the penalty area looking for Murphy. Murphy might get there, no. Jake Cole, the goalkeeper for Aldershot Town, is there first, dressed in green, light green this evening, and he rolls it out to captain Callum Reynolds, out to Che Alexander, and he lays it back to Reynolds again. Alex Fisher closing him down, so he goes along looking for Fenelon. He's got Loco in close company. Fenelon flicks it forward looking for McClure, but that's straight through to Lee Morgan again. He plays it out to Achimpong. First time we've really seen Maidstone It's one of the Maidstone
So the
centre-backs
next
with time
game
on the
for
ball.
Maidstone United
Driver's
will be
down the
at
line.
Chester,
Not really read by
Butlers
Murphy
Lane,
or
Chester,
Greenhow, and
the
it's
13th
through
of August
to Jack Saville,
at 3 o'clock
the
on
Aldershot centre-back, and
Saturday.
he gives it back to Jake Colton. The centre-backs again having a lot of possession for Aldershot, like York City's centre-backs were, but not done a lot with it in the last 5-10 minutes after their bright start. As I say that, Aldershot are breaking down the right-hand side, and there's James Rogers to intercept and clear.
Good calling there by Rogers and Locko, both converging on the ball simultaneously. In the end, James Rogers depositing the ball on the roof of the stand quite correctly, given the clear and present danger. Throw into Aldershot, perhaps level with the edge of the Maidstone box.
Tell you what, I just saw the striker, number 9, Scott Rendell. I don't think I've mentioned him yet for Aldershot. We've said they've been on top, but he hasn't really been in the game at all. Anyway, Fenlon on the right-hand side for Aldershot, lays it back to Bellamy. Bellamy now on the right-hand side, heading towards the byline. This cross has been blocked, and it'll be an Aldershot corner once again.
Yeah, Matt McClure's been the eye-catching guy. Rendell is a striker, but he's playing a sort of more withdrawn role this evening in the five-man Aldershot midfield with McClure the live wire up front. But you're right, we've not seen a lot of Rendell so far. He's a big lad though, you can't miss him.
In comes the corner towards the back post. All the heads go up, and it's fallen to Callum Driver. It very nearly hit his hand, but he did well to pull that out the way. And now he's looking to bring the ball away from his own penalty box. And it was nearly a nice ball for Tom Murphy. Acheampong's there to head away as the ball came back towards the Maidstone defence, and now Dan Sweeney wins a good header in the centre circle. Header forward, and now Callum Driver lays it off for Dan Sweeney. Sweeney looked long for Flisher, but that is again straight through to Jake Cole.
Any other teams for Aldershot in goal? It's Cole.
From a creative point of view,
Number 3 striker, 4 Bellamy, 10 McCleary, 7 Finland, 6 Saville, 9 Rendell, 12 Alexander, 14 Allen, 16 Gallagher, 22 Reynolds.
2 Rendell. First time he's got on the ball.
For Maidstone United, it's number 1 Morgan, 2 Driver, 3 Mills, 11 Fisher, 6 Rogers, 5 Loco, 8 Sweeney, 14 Murphy, 15 Agapono, 16 Taylor, and 17 Greenhow.
Just wide. I believe we've got a minute's applause now.
Yeah, a minute's applause. 22nd minute of the game. Applause for Steve Chaplin, a victim of post-traumatic stress disorder back in 2011. Shot's commercial manager Mark Butler has recently begun 22 press-ups in 22 days in order to commemorate the memory of Steve Chaplin.
So that is why you could probably hear the minute's applause all around the stadium at the moment. Meanwhile, on the pitch, that was a good chance for Greenhow a moment ago. It was a nice flick.
It was from Greenhow. That would have taken the wind out of the minute's applause, that's for sure.
As it is, Aldershot are in possession. 35 yards from goal. Alexander on the right-hand side gives it infield to Gallagher, and he gives it back to Saville, the centre-back, and he looked for Iffy Allen on that left-hand side, but Driver read the pass well, and now he breaks out of defence, and he looks long for Alex Fisher. Crossfield pass, it was a good ball, and Fisher just couldn't control, and it bounces out of play for a throw-in.
Frustrating evening for Alex Fisher so far. He really is putting in the miles up front. 110% effort from him as usual, but really struggling to get on the end of anything in positions that matter.
Alexander will take the throw-in for Aldershot, long down the line. Mills won the header, but it's broken for Fenlon, who turns his body well. Tom Mills got back well there in front of him, and now the ball breaks for Dan Sweeney. Sweeney over to the right-hand side, and Callum Driver. Driver infield to Tom Murphy. Control, and infield to Greenhow. Greenhow now looking for the reverse pass for Flisher. It's going to be Reynolds that gets there ahead of him, and he clears to Iffy Allen. Chests it down, flicks it over his head. Looking McClure now to Gallagher, and he plays it long looking for Iffy Allen, but there's Loco to head away on halfway. And now Murphy, surely he was being held onto. The referee gives nothing. The ball broke for Flisher. Flisher looked to squeeze it through for Greenhow, but that's all the way through to Jake Cole in the Aldershot Town goal.
Typical Alex Fisher, that. Almost beating 2 or 3 players when he's on the ground. I don't know how he does it, but he's persistent if nothing else.
Liam Bellamy for Aldershot on halfway, gives it back to Jack Saville in the centre circle, and Bellamy again. And he's got a tiny ponytail on the back of his head. And now Matt McClure. Bellamy once more. Seems to be orchestrating all of the Aldershot attacks so far. Alexander on the right-hand side. Rendell just getting himself a bit more involved in the game now. He gives it into Fenlon. We've seen a lot of him so far, the number 7. He's drifted over to this left-hand side and gives it to Iffy Allen. We haven't seen too much of him in this game either. He cuts inside, looking to beat Callum Driver and James Rogers, but Rogers got a good tackle in. It was a funny clearance by Tom Murphy. And the ball's broken for Gallagher, 25 yards from goal. He gives it into McClure. He looks to dink it back through for Gallagher. Gallagher through on goal. Gallagher still brilliant save from Lee Morgan. It's broken for Iffy Allen. Morgan again. A brilliant double save from Lee Morgan.
Terrific work from Morgan.
Morgan, good goalkeeper for Maidstone United.
From,
2 top saves there by the sounds of it.
From the number 9, Rendell, then Allen from the rebound. Wonderful work, and yet again, Lee Morgan keeping the Stones in this game, James.
He's made quite a few of those saves already this evening. Otherwise, the score could be at least 2 or 3-0 to Aldershot. As it is, it's still 0-0. In comes the corner, deep. Morgan's going to get there, and it's a good punch as well from Lee Morgan. And it's out for an Aldershot Town throw-in on this right-hand side, level with the edge of the Maidstone United penalty area. It was a good punch from Morgan.
It was. Cleared the immediate danger. Maidstone just struggling to impose themselves in midfield, aren't they? I mean, that's where so much of the play has been, and Sweeney and Rogers are battling away manfully, but they just look a body light for my money, James.
Yeah, Bellamy does seem to have an awful lot of time to pick his passes, doesn't he, in that centre circle. And here he is, Bellamy now actually down by the right byline. Gives it back to Alexander, and that's going to be an Aldershot Town throw-in. Alexander straight into Fenlon. Fenlon turns, and he's got a cross in low into the penalty area, but Kevin Locko's there. He clears it long for Greenhow. Greenhow couldn't chest that down, and that's where the problem is. They haven't got an out ball at the moment, Maidstone. But Callum Driver is in possession now, and he gives it to the right-hand side for Tom Murphy, midway inside his own half, into the feet of Greenhow. Greenhow lays it back to Dan Sweeney. Sweeney across to James Rogers. He's got to be careful here. He's under pressure from Bellamy. Gives it into Bobby Joe Taylor. Nice. Now Flisher, but Flisher's overhit that for Tom Mills. It was a good chance to get Mills away down the left.
Yeah, hard lines there. If Flisher's pass to Mills had been a little bit more accurate, Tom Mills would have been away. And plenty of space, bombing down the left. But, as you said, James, it's just the lack of an out ball that's troubling the Stones at the moment.
Dan Sweeney battling away in the centre circle. Flisher as well, but the ball's broken through to Jake Cole. The Aldershot Town goalkeeper, and he's going to clear this ball long. Looking for Rendell. Mills was challenging, but Rendell won the flick on. Locko clears. Straight out of play into the Aldershot Town dugout. And it's a throw in. Che Alexander's going to take, and he's going to throw it long down the line, looking for Matt McClure. McClure into Rendell, nice pass. Rendell now towards the byline, lovely back heel for McClure. McClure's low shot is straight at Lee Morgan at his near post. Lovely bit of interplay between those two though.
Wonderful play between Rendell and McClure. Rendell advancing into the box, just back heeling the ball to McClure, and McClure in the end went for the side foot option, and Lee Morgan was able to save fairly easily. With hindsight, I think McClure will feel he should have thrown the kitchen sink at that one.
Morgan kicks towards Alex Flisher, and the ball's gone deep into the Aldershot half, and it's cleared by Alexander down the line. Mills got there first.
We have
good
2
tackle from Tom Mills, and now Bobby Joe Taylor. Haven't seen too much of him in an attacking sense yet. He's looking to take on Bellamy. Lovely 1-2 there with Greenhow. Still Bobby Joe Taylor, reverse pass into the penalty area, looking for Flisher.
Going well.
A break for Greenhow. Greenhow now 25 yards from goal, lays it back to Dan Sweeney. With time, he gives it out to Callum Driver on this right-hand side. Midway inside the Aldershot Town half. Dan Sweeney in possession again. Sweeney now onto his right foot.
Aldershot are the better team at the moment.
Looked to play it into Callum Driver, but the ball did go out of play. And that'll be an Aldershot throw-in.
Kind of an historic match between these two, because both these teams
Bobby Joe Taylor, the two wingers,
went bust in 92. Aldershot in March, and Maidstone in August that year.
To my mind, this game from a Maidstone
point of view, both teams have reformed.
Just a little bit of guile and invention in the midfield, linking the defence with the two guys up front, Greenall and Flisher. At the moment, Maidstone's moves tend to consist of constructive work up the halfway line, then a rather hopeful pass forward which goes nowhere.
Driver's long throw, Flisher's flick on. Greenhow flicks it on again, straight out of play for an Aldershot goal kick. I think that was a perfect example of what you were just saying. Maybe, I don't imagine Jay Saunders will make a change to at least half-time.
I'm sure he won't. He typically doesn't. In fact, it's normally well into the second half before he brings the changes. But were it me, I'd have Paxman on here, I must say.
Yeah, especially if the score stays at 0-0, he'll see it as a good result, really, to take away 0-0 from here. Callum Driver's just battling for possession with Iffy Allen, and it's a good tackle from Driver. Dan Sweeney
keep it like this.
Midway inside his own half. He looked for Bobby Joe Taylor, but Fenton was there. And it's a good tackle from Jake Gallagher on halfway, and now Reynolds for Aldershot into Bellamy. Bellamy gets away from Sweeney and Greenhow. Bellamy's still going, 30 yards from goal, cuts back. He's really played well so far, Liam Bellamy, in the central midfield for Aldershot this evening. Gives it out to Alexander on this right-hand side. Approaching the Maidstone penalty area. Alexander, faced by two Maidstone men. He's played a nice 1-2 with Rendell. Now Bellamy with time. He gives it out to Straker on that left-hand side. Bellamy again now. Will he shoot? He will have a dig, and it's well blocked by Dan Sweeney. And then there's Callum Driver. He's played well so far. He's kept Iffy Allen quiet on that left-hand side, and that's a Maidstone throw-in.
And they're big and they're strong, the Aldershot team. They're fast as well, and just really stretching Maidstone at times. If Aldershot's final pass was slightly better, I feel sure there'd be a goal or two to the good. As it is, Maidstone have Lee Morgan for keeping them on terms at the present.
Flick on by Flisher, looking for Greenhow, but it's gone through to Cole, the Aldershot goalkeeper, and he's chipped a pass out to Alexander on the right-hand side. He knocks it back to Reynolds. Reynolds turns and lays it back to his goalkeeper once again.
How many Stones fans here tonight, James, you reckon? 350, 400, something like that?
Well, yeah, I'd say between 300 and 350, I'd say, looking at them.
It's not bad. It's not bad
good
for
travelling support, especially the journey I had. I know the struggle to get here, especially via train.
Yes, I managed to ensure I was working in our Basingstoke office today, so
I
had
had
a pretty easy journey across, but I'm sure that was the exception rather than the rule.
Aldershot coming forward down this right-hand side. Fenland's going to get across in the face of goal. McClure's there, lovely flick. Oh, and then Driver very nearly turned the ball into his own net.
Looked for all the world like an own goal from Callum Driver. In the end, the ball whizzing past Lee Morgan's left-hand post. I'm sure Driver will say he always had it under control, knew what he was doing, but it did look like an OG from where we were sitting.
It's going to be a corner.
From the left side.
In it comes from this right-hand side towards the back post, but it's come all the way out for Tom Murphy. Now, there's a chance here for Maidstone to counter if they're quick. Murphy looks long for Greenhow, but that's overhit. It's that ball on the counter-attack that's got to be better for Maidstone if they're going to get any joy in this
Alex
game.
Flisher's going to be gassed by half-time at this rate. He's chasing so many lost causes. He's getting no sort of accurate service at all. Neither's Ben Greenhow, for that matter. But Flisher in particular, with the effort he makes, 110% all the time. He's going to be a spent force after 45 minutes, particularly given the relative warmth of the evening.
Time.
Alexander out on halfway, gives it infield to Rendell. It's a bit of a short pass, and Dan Sweeney's there and lays it back to Achimpong, and he gives it to Callum Driver, who knocks it all the way back to Walken. He's going to have to clear first time. He was under pressure from McClure. And now there's on halfway Saville. Saville flicks it forward looking for Rendell, but again that's through to Lee Morgan.
Well, over half an hour gone now, James, and the Stones back four looks, despite all the near misses, they look comfortable. Achimpong, Loco, Driver on the right, Mills on the left. It's just the service to the strikers that's the problem.
Still half an
coming out yet for the second half. There's still the substitutes kicking a ball around in front of his here, the Maidstone substitutes and the Aldershot Town substitutes. Meanwhile, there's a couple of groundsmen walking around stabbing the pitch with their forks. So the second half is only a couple of minutes away. What do you expect to see from this second half, David?
54,000 on a question. I think much will depend on personnel changes for Maidstone. Aldershot will have their own personnel changes in mind. Gary Wallace, the
nearly ready for the second half. According to the commentators at the ground, the teams have not.
Microphone on now. Thank you, James.
Have not come out yet.
Say, in terms of the second half, $64,000 question. I think much will depend upon any personnel changes that JC care to make. Gary Waddock, the shots manager, will have a few surprises in store for us, no doubt, as well. But if Maidstone can introduce Jack Paxman into proceedings at some stage, introduce a little bit of creativity into the midfield, then an away win is not entirely out of the question. They need to ride their luck like they did in the first half. Common sense tells you that sooner or later, if the second half is in any way a replica of the first, that Aldershot will score at some point in time. So Maidstone maybe need to get their revenge in first.
Is it a worry that Maidstone tired in that game against York City? And I think it's fair to say they haven't seen as much of the ball as they did against York, so they've been running around maybe even more than they were on Saturday. So is tiredness going to be a factor again?
Yes, I think it could well be. I'm particularly concerned about Alex Fisher with the amount of miles in his legs already in this game. We shall see. I think as the season wears on, Maidstone's fitness and stamina will undoubtedly improve.
Well, they are part-timers.
They are struggling somewhat against full-time teams, it seems to me, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if
as the season progresses, I think Maidstone will get stronger. For this season, Maidstone's main objective in this league is to be there next season. They're not expected to finish top or get to the playoffs.
Jack Paxman looks like he's been introduced for the start of this second half.
He's obviously
mid-table or
Jay Saunders
a bit lower won't be bad for Maidstone.
Number 17 has gone off, so Ben Greenhouse has been replaced.
Well, that is a surprise. Greenhouse has struggled to impose himself upon proceedings this evening, as has Fisher, but primarily due to the lack of service that he's received. But Saunders electing to keep the two wide men, Murphy on the right, Bobby Joe Taylor on the left, and introducing Jack Paxman. I'm pleased to see Paxman come on. I think that's absolutely the right move. I just hope it doesn't leave us a little bit short later in the game if
Vanderarmer National League.
We've seen Greenhouse play on the wing before, so he could have reverted to the wing and maybe replacing someone like Murphy, who really didn't have an effect. Because I don't know, I just get that feeling that Greenhouse has that match.
Braintree nil, Eastling nil, Chester City 2, Dagenham and Red nil, Dover 1, Bournemouth nil, Forest Green 1, Sutton United nil, Ginsley 1, Wrexham 1, Lincoln City 4, North,
all the way back to
Freeby United 1,
looking for Fisher.
Ferriby United 1, sorry. Sollymoors nil, Woking 1, Southport nil, Gateshead 1, Torquay 1, Bromley nil, Tranmere Rovers 1, Barrow nil, and York nil, Macclesfield nil.
By the corner flag on this right-hand side, and it's another chance for Alex Fisher.
So we will be doing as many live conference games as we can.
To Paxman, it's Fisher again.
Most of them will be by radio broadcast.
Good cross as well. It was attacked by Locko, and it's great defending at that back post there, and it's another Maidstone throw.
Decent cross from Fisher, good header from Locko. Decent chance that.
Bobby Joe Taylor giving the ball into Paxman, now to Fisher. Fisher with another in-swinging cross. It's hung up in the air, and Locko got his head to it again. But that was this time, didn't have too much power, and Jake Cole could claim that easily. And he kicks long,
we have one
looking for that right-hand side, and it breaks for Rendell. Rendell with the ball forward, but good header away.
I'll say this is a
Bobby Joe Taylor in possession.
We'll see how this comes out.
Gives it to Dan Sweeney. Sweeney checks and gives it back to Achimpong. Plays it over to Callum Driver. It's a bit of a loose touch by Driver, and there was Iffy Allen quick on him, closing him down, and that'll be a Maidstone throw-in midway inside their own half. A couple of good crosses by Alex Fisher there into the area, though.
Absolutely, both asking questions of the Aldershot defence, and Locko the first time, I think it was Sweeney the second time, with the header failing to connect as he would have wished, and not really troubling the shot's keeper.
Liam Bellamy, 35 yards from goal in a central position, looked to give it out to the right-hand side to Alexander, but there was Bobby Joe Taylor quick to intercept, looking for Fisher, and Reynolds can only put the ball straight out of play. They certainly look a bit livelier so far in this second half, Maidstone. Certainly happy to get into the faces of the Aldershot.
The early signs are good. Alex Fisher's been able to contribute meaningfully, that he's got the ball has been gotten to him.
I think Jason would have told him
so far,
more. Really get at Aldershot and don't give Aldershot any time on the ball.
A nice one too. Now the ball played forward to Fisher. Surely a push in the back there. The referee gives nothing and Reynolds clears. Long downfield. Kevin Locko is being chased by
Gary Waddock's half team talk would have been
bounces out of play for a Maidstone throw-in.
Chances when you get a chance, put it on target
spot of their
and score.
Area.
They did
Far
have
side
quite
away
a few
from us.
chances in that first half.
Quite a distance away. Mills takes the throw-in down the line towards Sweeney, gets his head on it, but it's come for the Aldershot right back, Che Alexandra. Alexandra checks and gives it into Bellamy, who lays it back to the centre back Jack Saville on his left foot. Looks to come over halfway and he looks to play a long diagonal pass. He's mishit that really, and Locko can head that away quite easily as the lights turn on in the stand here and the ball breaks for Fenelon. Fenelon now looking to get on his right foot, but a good tackle on him there by Callum Driver. I think it was Hurt making that challenge. Sweeney meanwhile has the ball on the right hand side, and that's a Maidstone throw-in, and meanwhile Driver is still down, probably receives some attention now.
Yeah, Driver down after a clash, I think, with Fenlon, the Aldershot number 7, Shamir Fenlon. And Maidstone can ill afford to do without Callum Driver. He's been highly influential so far this evening, a reassuring presence at right back, but it looks like he's dropped a sore one. He's down, he's rolling around, taking some treatment from the physio. I hope this isn't terminal for C. Driver Esquire this evening, but it doesn't look terribly good.
They have got Jamie Coyle on the bench, Maidstone, and he's played right back, if I remember, before for Maidstone.
Yes,
so
he has.
There is that option, but Callum Driver's been excellent this evening, and it really would be a big blow if he were to go off injured here, and he's still down. He looks in quite some discomfort as well. Meanwhile, Dan Sweeney's over by the bench taking on some water.
Jack Evans is warming up on the touchline. No sign of Jamie Coyle warming up.
He's quite a versatile player, Evans. I think he can revert to that right back role. So we haven't yet to see him in competitive action for Maidstone. So if he does come on, that'll be an interesting one to watch.
That's right.
Driver is on his feet now. Does look in some discomfort. He's limping very gingerly towards the touchline.
So Maidstone are going to make a substitution.
Meanwhile, I assume that will mean Maidstone will be down to 10 men for a minute or two.
If you're going to soldier on with 10 men for now, wouldn't be at all surprising to see a substitution, although Driver's limping. He looked a lot better than he did a few minutes ago. He's going to try and run this off on the touchline, but I think he said, I think it's a no. I think Maidstone are going to have to make a substitution here. Let's see what they do.
Meanwhile, it's going to be Tom Murphy that's going to take the throw-in, long down the line. Dan Evans looked to win the header. There was Bellamy, and Murphy blocks the clearance, and it's out for an Aldershot throw. Just inside their own half, and it's going to be Straker to take it. Takes it to take advantage of the fact Maidstone are reduced in numbers at the moment. Can't quite see if Callum Driver is going to come back on. He's still off the pitch. Still trying to see if he can run off that injury. I don't think he's going to be able to, you know. Meanwhile, Action Pong is going to have to take this throw in. No, instead Murphy's jogged back into the right position to take it. Meanwhile, the referee's telling Maidstone to hurry up about it. No, there's no way Driver's continuing.
No, he's been assisted back along the touchline, so his evening is done for sure.
And now Kevin Locko in possession for Maidstone, gives it to Tom Mills in the left back position, over to Action-Pong. He's got Murphy in the right back slot here for now, and Murphy cuts infield and clears long towards Fisher. Fisher, nice ball to Sweeney. Sweeney black through to Fisher. Fisher now, there's a chance here for Maidstone. Alex Fisher running at his man. It was a poor touch. It was a good opportunity. He was one-on-one with Reynolds, and if he'd have beaten Reynolds, he was through on goal.
Absolutely. Looks like Dumaka's going to come on. I wonder if Fisher might move to fullback or up front.
That would certainly be a bit of a change in position for Alex Fisher.
He's played fullback before.
And now Straker on this left-hand side, the left back for Aldershot, and he comes infield, looking for McClure. Cleared by Tom Mills, long looking for Fisher, who's up front at the moment, and challenging there for possession. But Aldershot have it. And forward comes Alexander on the right-hand side. He's going to deliver a cross. Deep, is it too deep? No, it might come to the back post for Rendell. He heads it back across the face of goal, and there's the volley at the back post, just over the bar. I think it's Fenlon who has skied that over the bar.
Well, it looked like the cross from out on the right was overhit. There was a general groan from the supporters around us. And in the end, a near thing with Fenlon at the far post blazing over the bar. There is a substitution. Drive.
Dumaka is going to come on for Callum Driver.
Dumaka on.
Is it Bobby Joe Taylor?
Bobby Joe Taylor's gone to right back. Yeah, that's sensible, isn't it?
So Flisher will go on to the left and Dumaka will go up front by the looks.
You would imagine so.
Well, we'll see what that brings. It's a real blow to lose Callum Driver though. And Lee Walgan takes this goal kick long over halfway. Dumaka jumps and doesn't win the header. It will be a Maidstone throw-in. Midway inside their own half on that left-hand side, the far side from our commentary position.
The stream is healthy.
Mills takes it long down the line. Flisher wins the flick on towards Dumaka. Dumaka with the control on his right foot. It was a bit of a loose control really. And now forward come Aldershot. And it's Fenlon with time in centre circle. Lays it back to Bellamy. Bellamy. Good tackle on him from Sweeney. No, the referee decides that's a foul. And or is he going to give him a card? No, just a talking to. The Aldershot fans want Sweeney to be booked, but meanwhile the free kick's been taken quickly. And Rendell gives it to the right-hand side for Alexander, who keeps it on, and now can he get a cross in? He checks, he does a step over. He's faced by Tom Mills. Mills still standing up to Alexander. Alexander still going. His cross is blocked. And then Dumaka with the tackle, and it's a throw-in for Aldershot. Level with the edge of the Maidstone United penalty area. It's going to be Alexander to take it. Give it to Bellamy, gets it back off Bellamy. Alexander's cross is low into the penalty area. It's come to the back post for Allen. And his shot is way over the bar.
The Stones are fortunate that Aldershot have left their shooting boots at home this evening, because they've had some wonderful chances of Aldershot, and they really should have capitalised on at least one or two of them by now, as well as Lee Walgan has played. Aldershot have been extremely wasteful with some clear-cut chances that have been presented to them. Interesting to see how Dumaka goes this evening, James. We're in a battle here. It's very physical, and he's going to need to put himself about a bit if he's going to see any of the ball.
United still hanging on in there.
Skewed his quick kick, goal kick, straight out of play for a Aldershot Town throw-in. And it's going to be taken on that far side by Alexander. And he's sold short though, but Sweeney has won Maidstone a throw-in, which Flisher is going to take. And Murphy has made the run quickly, realising that Flisher has the long throw-in. He's going to get it, Murphy, and he looked to flick it into Dumaka. Ball's going to be cleared though by Jack Saville, the Aldershot centre-back. Headed forward by James Rogers. Sweeney's battling and he felt he was clipped, but the header has gone all the way back to Cole in the Aldershot goal. His kick has gone straight out of play, and cue groans from the home fans.
A precision goal kick straight into the Maidstone dugout.
Bobby Joe Taylor now slotting in at right back after Callum Driver's injury. He's going to take the throw in. He's looking for options. In the end, he's going to go down the line looking for Sweeney. Sweeney's jumped with two Aldershot players and is inevitably beaten by one of them. And Stracker will clear for Aldershot. But again, that is out of play. A couple more groans from the Aldershot fans. They're disappointed with that. He had time, Stracker, to pick out a pass and only found touch.
Mention for Dan Sweeney, he's battled away manfully throughout proceedings so far in what has been a very physical dust up in the centre of midfield. Sweeney's not been posted missing, that's for sure. He's struggled to do much in the way of thing in this game, but he's battled constantly in the midfield with Rogers.
Stracker has cleared the ball long again, straight out of play, and he is now getting quite a bit of abuse from the home fans, because that's about the third time he's done that in succession now. Maidstone have another throw-in deep down in their own half on this right-hand side. Bobby Joe Taylor.
And the stream's nice and healthy.
I think you could say it's dark now here around the ground, and the floodlights are on.
It should be.
Full beam glaring down onto the.
It's 9 o'clock.
Good surface here that Aldershot have got. They had the sprinklers on it at half-time. Now Maidstone have possession. Paxman's coming over halfway. Oh, and there was a chance to play in maybe Dan Sweeney. He chose the wrong option though. looked to feed Dumaka and the ball was intercepted. And Aldershot have possession with their goalkeeper, and that's really, you know, you want Paxman to come on and...
Well, that's where Paxman's got to make a difference, with the forward passes that show a bit of imagination and release one of the strikers or an attacking midfielder. But early days, Paxman's got plenty of time to impose himself yet.
It's Gallagher here for Aldershot, laying it back to his centre-back Jack Saville, across to his partner Reynolds. Lovely crossfield pass to Rendell, but he plays a loose pass infield, and there's Achimpong, and he'll go long towards Dumaka. Not accurate enough again though, and it's a great tackle from Dumaka there to dispossess Reynolds, and he's given it to Flisher on the left-hand side. Flisher, will he shoot? He will, and he's just shot over the bar. I tell you what, you've seen Alex Flisher score from that position before.
Yes, we have. He's got a real shot on him as Alex Flisher, and as he bore down on goal on the left-hand side of the box, I had every expectation of him testing Jack Cole in the Aldershot goal in the end. The ball sailing over the bar by perhaps a yard or so, but good work by Dumaka to win possession and to feed Flisher with a pass.
About 13 minutes of this second half. It's still Aldershot Town 0, Maidstone United 0. The goal kick's taken by Cole. It's a nice kick actually out to the left back Straker, and he does a nice turn to give the ball infield to Gallagher, and he sprays the ball over to Callum Reynolds, the centre back. He looks to bring the ball out of defence, but it's a good tackle. That was by James Rogers, but Bellamy's back in possession for Aldershot. Gives it to Reynolds once again. He looks up, checks, and then plays the ball forward to the feet of Rendell, and he gives it to the left-hand side for Straker. Nice build-up play here from Aldershot. Straker now, what can he do with it? Oh, it's a poor ball low into the penalty area, and Achimpong clears towards Dumaka, and surely he's been wrestled to the ground by Saville, and he has been, and that's a free kick on halfway for Maidstone, as I think Aldershot are preparing their first change. Going to be Bernard Mensah
to the danger area, straight in the box.
Hadn't had too much to Iffy Allen. He was faced with Callum Driver on that left-hand side for most of the game.
Yeah, well, Callum Driver had Iffy Allen in his pocket. Perhaps surprising to see Allen coming off with Driver recently having made way through injury. But Gary Wardett knows best, I'm sure, the Aldershot manager.
Cut a very animated figure for most of this game. Anyway, Maidstone, free kick into the Aldershot penalty area. The Maidstone fans wanted a penalty, but didn't really look like there was too much doing there. Now Mensah, the substitute, causing Bobby Joe Taylor some problems, and he's broken away down the left-hand side. He's quick, Mensah. Now Mensah looking to get to the byline. Good cross over the face of goal. And what a touch that was from Rogers. Comes to the back post across the face of goal again. What a block from Loco. And now Rendell is going to break to the edge of the area. Maidstone get it clear through Jack Paxman. A couple of great opportunities. Now Maidstone break. What a ball from Paxman to the left-hand side for Flisher. Flisher now. He's got Murphy here. Oh no, Dumaka. Oh, wow. That was dangerous play from Reynolds, the centre-back, putting it straight out of play for a corner. It could have been an own goal quite easily there.
End-to-end stuff, and Callum Reynolds, the Aldershot skipper, in the end, perilously close to an own goal. But my goodness me, that was close at the other end. Aldershot on the back of that break from the speedy Mensah down the left. Going very, very close indeed to breaking the deadlock here.
You were surprised to see Allen go off, but I think Mensah can just be as troublesome by the looks of it for Aldershot.
He is fast.
Anyway, it's a Maidstone corner. It's going to be Flisher to whip it in swinger from the right-hand side with his left foot. In it comes towards the back post. Good header away by Reynolds, and Mensah will flick this further away. It's going to come out to Tom Mills, 30 yards from goal. He looked to swing the cross back in, but it's a good block by Matt McClure. And the ball now is played all the way back to Lee Morgan in the Maidstone goal. And now Bobby Joe Taylor has possession in the right back position, where he's reverted back to after Callum Driver's injury. Flisher on the right hand side. Good ball down the line for Murphy. That's a good tackle from Jack Saville. And the left back Straker plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper Jake Cole. Now out to the right back Che Alexandra. And Alexander comes forward with it. Checks. He's chased by Dumaka. Dumaka tracked him all the way. It's a good ball into McClure. And now here's Gallagher breaking through, but referee's given the foul the other way. It looked like Achimpong had fouled Gallagher, but in the end the referee decided that it was the other way around.
We won't complain. Thank you very much, Mr. Neil Hare, for giving that decision in Maidstone's way. That's 6 and 2 threes, but if anything, it looked like the foul might be given Aldershot's way just on the edge of the box, but Achimpong catching a lucky break there.
Free kick taken by Walton, flicked on by Flisher. The ball's high in the air. Dumaka's going to challenge. He needs to be careful. Oh no, that's Sweeney actually. Oh no, I've got them mixed up. Jack Paxman now in possession. Paxman out to Flisher. And Paxman again. Oh, lovely 1-2. Oh no, unlucky. Looked like a nice 1-2 there with Tom Murphy, but it didn't come off. Ball forward, hooked forward again. Header away, Reynolds, the Aldershot centre-back, and now Tom Murphy has possession. He's surrounded by Aldershot players. He does manage to scramble the ball to Paxman, who is caught late by number 12, Che Alexander, and that's a free kick to Maidstone. And Alexander's going to get a talking to for that. Is he going to get a card, maybe? The referee's boots gone to his notebook.
Does look like a card for that's Shane Alexander.
Lincoln City.
Foul on Paxman anyway.
Lincoln City have now gone 5-1 up in that game, so it looks like that cricket score is becoming maybe possible.
Materialise a rugby score anyway. Well, Paxman's been busy, if not particularly penetrative so far, and winning Maidstone a free kick there that Taylor will take about 35 yards from the Aldershot goal.
He's going to whip this in left-footed. Lots of Maidstone players in the area. Again, the two big centre-backs, Locker and Achimpong, are both up there. And it comes from Taylor, deep. It's gone across the face of goal, header out, it's come to Sweeney. He was looking for the spectacular volley. In the end, it was an awful volley, out of the stadium.
Yeah, well, the idea was right, the execution was all wrong, as they used to say on Radio 2, and Radio 2 carried football commentaries quite some time ago, but Dan Sweeney swinging his size 9s at that ball, and the ball sailing harmlessly into the night sky over the western stand.
The ball has left
Still
the
Aldershot
stadium.
Town 0, Maidstone United 0 here. We've had about 64 minutes of play so far. Paxman's in possession, deep inside his own half. He gives it to Tom Mill. That's a nice ball down the line for Flisher. That's a poor flick from Alex Flisher there. He should have done a lot better with that. And it's a throw-in to Aldershot Town, midway inside the Maidstone half. Aldershot Town fans trying to sing their team to victory at the moment, with the score still at 0-0. And their centre-back, Callum Reynolds, in possession. And he dinks the ball forward, looking for Matt McClure. And there was Tom Mills just in front of him to clear the ball out for a throw-in to Aldershot Town, to be taken by the right-back, Che Alexander. Alexander now gives it into Fenelon. Alexander again. But his flick forward is cleared, and it's going to be another Aldershot Town throw-in. Alexander again, a bit of a lull in the last couple of minutes in this match after some brief end-to-end excitement for a while. Now the game's hit a bit of a lull, but as I say that, the ball's thrown into the area, and here's McClure. McClure down the right-hand side, ball across the face of goal, and there's Bobby Joe Taylor clearing well. His positioning was brilliant there, Bobby Joe Taylor, to clear from his 6-yard box.
For a makeshift fullback, he's doing very well indeed. Excellent positional sense.
Looks like this game's got 0-0 written all over
played
it.
into the feet of Fenlon. Fenlon lays it off for McClure. Left foot shot, blocked, and it's flown up in the air, and Lee Morgan will catch and keep that ball in play. And he rolls it out to Jack Paxman. He's got to be careful here. He's got Mensah for company, but he does manage to nudge it out to Bobby Joe Taylor. Taylor now will flick the ball in to Dan Sweeney. Sweeney now, Taylor sprays the ball out to the left-hand side. Can Flisher keep that on? He can. Nice touch with his laces, and Flisher now will look up, and he's going to look to pick out Dan Sweeney. Is he offside? No, there's no flag, but it's header away, and Paxman's going to look to control, and he turns well. Gives it back to Alex Flisher. That's a poor ball from Flisher, and now there's a chance for Aldershot to break. Fenlon gives it to the right-hand side. Che Alexander flicks it inside to Gallagher. Now he's got room to turn, but well played, Jack Paxman coming back, winning the ball. And the ball's now gone all the way through to the Aldershot Town goalkeeper, Jake Cole.
Yeah, Alex Flisher playing in a noticeably more withdrawn role on the left side of midfield. He does look tired. I'd just be so surprised if Flisher managed the full 90 minutes here. Let's hope he does.
Meanwhile, here's Mensah running at Bobby Joe Taylor. Cross into the area, but that was well blocked by Paxman. It's gone all the way through to Lee Morgan again. They have got, as we said at half-time, Bas Karagianis on the bench, Maidstone. Jay Saunders may think about bringing him on.
He may, a fresh pair of legs at some point in time is going to be obligatory, I think.
Morgan sliced his kick out of play again. Will take the throw in for Aldershot.
Maidstone have used two substitutes already, of course, in
oh yeah, they have.
Coming on for Driver and Paxman coming on for Greenhow.
Here's Bellamy for Aldershot. Into McClure. Now Mensah back to McClure. Left hand side, he's going to put a low cross into the area. Acheampong stretches out one of his long legs to clear. But here's Stracker again. Plays it into the area, and there's another long leg of Acheampong to clear out of play. He sends Aldershot just beginning to get on top again.
Yeah, they are. Feel that sooner or later something's got to give. Maidstone have defended so well. Defence has kept its shape, but the pressure's pretty relentless at times.
Referee's just intercepted Mensah's pass there, and now Rogers. That's a lovely turn by James Rogers in centre midfield. He'll knock that to the left hand side. Alex Flischer, who's going to play that back down the line, looking for Rogers, who's ambitious. And Reynolds clears high and out of the ground for a Maidstone throw-in just inside the Aldershot half.
Just over 2,000 inside the ground.
2,355 the attendance.
And how many Maidstone porters? I think it was 326, I think he said.
I'll see if I can find out. 336 Stones fans.
There was a brief chance. Maidstone, it was a long throw from Flischer, and that was Tom Murphy there who volleyed over. It was a good opportunity actually. He was about 10 yards out, but he got it all wrong and over the bar for a goal kick.
And for a conference game, that's not a bad attendance at all.
Aldershot looking to bring the ball out of defence. It's a good ball into Matt McClure in this left-hand side. He's running at Acheampong. In that right-back position, Acheampong. Oh, well blocked by Acheampong. Cross was blocked well. And now Murphy can play it away for Paxman, but that's a good tackle on him by McClure. He's not afraid to put in a foot in. He's small, but he's certainly not afraid to put in a tackle. Now Alexander with the long ball forward, looking for McClure. There's Bobby Joe Taylor. Good positioning again to head away. Mensah heads back towards the Maidstone penalty area, but there's Acheampong with a big clearance. Dumaka chests down for Paxman. Aldershot Town fans wanted a handball given against Paxman, but nothing given by the referee. And here comes Gallagher for Aldershot. Sprays it out to the right-hand side. It's Fenlon. He's turned Mills. He gives it back to Alexander. Alexander's thinking about the shot. He does drive one across, but it hits his own man. And there's Flischer. Flischer dawdles a bit on the ball and gives it to Sweeney, but Sweeney then loses possession. Maidstone, I think you can sense, certainly tiring at a similar time to when they did against York.
Flischer picked up the ball into the Stones box, but he was in space, but had nobody to pass to. Dumaka completely isolated up front.
Jack Saville now playing at centre-back, but increasingly now as like almost a midfielder for Aldershot. Here he goes again, Saville. Lays it into Gallagher. Gallagher turns, ball on his right foot. He looked to pick out Mensah there, who's drifted in to the right-hand side, but he couldn't, and there's Dumaka, and he played a lovely ball out to the right-hand side for Murphy. Murphy now bearing down on the penalty area. He's got only Dumaka in there. It's a lovely ball across the 6-yard box. Dumaka's there. Oh, what a save. One-handed by Jack Cole. Dumaka stuck out a long leg, diverted it goalwards, and there was the hand of Cole to palm away, and now Aldershot clear long to Rendell, who flicks it on. Acheampong's there. Paxman can come forward for Maidstone. That was a real chance again for Maidstone. It's a poor ball from Paxman, looking for Dumaka. Oh no, Dumaka's got there actually, but he slipped, and Straker's there, and he will clear long. Good chance that for Maidstone. Rogers with a tackle. There's McClure. He's going to flick it on for Mensah. Maidstone want an offside flag, and it's given, much to the Aldershot Town fans' annoyance. But that would be a free kick to Maidstone. What a chance for Dumaka.
Yes, it was. Well, that move started and finished by Dumaka. He fed, he won the ball, fed Murphy out on the right. Murphy bombing down the right wing, crossed the ball in, tantalising cross just out the range of the keeper. Dumaka stuck out one of those long telescopic legs of his, and a fantastic one-handed save by Jake Cole, the Aldershot keeper, to maintain the score at 0-0. Well, I said when Dumaka came on he had to put himself about a bit because we're in a battle here, and he's done just that. Fair play to him.
Kick taken by Morgan. It's gone all the way through to Tom Mills down that left-hand side, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with the ball.
Good
and
save.
It's out for a goal kick.
By Jake Cole.
See, Maidstone's up 3-0 up against Dagenham and Redbridge this evening, so that's good result for them. It's looking a bit ominous there for Maidstone. Chester are looking like hit some good form. Still 0-0 here. Shot Town 0, Maidstone United 0. The flick on by Mensah. McClure very nearly got in, but there was Acheampong again, stretching out a leg to clear.
Mighty United are not losing.
In the final 20 minutes of
20 minutes to go, it's still 0-0.
Straker with the ball in his hands, going to take a throw in, gives it into Mensah. Straker again on the left-hand side. Do with it. Dumaka. It's a poor ball by Dumaka.
So we've got the stream back on. live on the recuperation ground in Aldershot. Fuck off! Hosting more Vanderarma National League Conference football.
From almost point-blank range, it seemed almost easier to score, but that bears testimony to work done by Achim Pong.